Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So here I am back with video number 3, the final video showing my press stills and front of house stills collection. So these are all photos from movies that I collected back in the 80s and 90s. They cover all different genres and different decades. I'm still hoping that more movie buffs will find these videos because there's a lot of interesting movies here that I'm going to show you. Okay, let's get on with it. First up we have Gremlins 2, the new batch. Michael Caine, Mia Farrow in Hannah and Her Sisters, great movie from Woody Allen. Robert Redford and Lena Olin in Havana, directed by Sidney Pollack. Lena Olin again. Fantastic John Borman film this, Hell in the Pacific, starring Lee Marvin and Toshiro Mifune. And another still from that film. Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Final one from Hellraiser. C. Thomas Howell and Jennifer Jason Leigh in The Hitcher from 1986. Another great John Borman film, Hope and Glory. I have a few stills from this film. Final one. Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner in The Jewel of the Nile. Now this isn't a press still, this is just a publicity photo of John Wayne. James Woods and Alan Arkin in Joshua Then and Now. Haven't seen this one. Don Rickles in Kelly's Hero. And I'll just show you just out of interest. So some of these stills have printed material on the back here. And when this one came out, it was actually advertising the film as The Warriors. There's also an MGM stamp on here as well, calling it The Warriors. But yeah, more commonly known as Kelly's Heroes, starring Clint Eastwood. A few stills now from The Killing Fields. Sam Waterston with Dr. Hang S. Noor. Really moving film this. I saw this one at the cinema. And one colour still as well. Mel Gibson now in the classic Lethal Weapon. Co-starring Danny Glover. And with the villainous Gary Busey. And final one from Lethal Weapon. Alec Baldwin with his God complex in Malice, co-starring Nicole Kidman. And Daniel Auteuil in Menon des Sources, the follow-up to Jean de Florette. I love both of those movies. James Stewart and Doris Day in Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much. A few more stills from that movie. And final one from The Man Who Knew Too Much. Patrick Bergin here in Vincent Ward's Map of the Human Heart. Really nice film this, some great visuals. And a scene here from The Men, which starred Marlon Brando. Great performance from Ray McAnally in Roland Joffe's The Mission from 1986. Janet Leigh here now in a series of stills I've got for The Moving Target, which is perhaps better known as Harper, starring Paul Newman. And there's Newman together with Robert Wagner. Shelley Winters and Julie Harris. And final one from The Moving Target, also known as Harper. Daniel Day-Lewis, his phenomenal performance as Christy Brown in My Left Foot. Final one from My Left Foot, Brenda Fricker there at the top. And Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo in National Lampoon's Vacation. With a brief role from Christy Brinkley. Chevy Chase there with Eddie Bracken. Sally Field now in Not Without My Daughter, in which she also co-starred with Alfred Molina. Publicity photo here for Kevin Costner in No Way Out. Tense moment in Platoon with Tom Berenger. Robert Altman's The Player with Tim Robbins and Vincent D'Onofrio. And one more still from that movie. Not so well known movie this, Playing for Keeps. I have a few stills of this one. So Marissa Tomei there and Matthew Penn, also in Playing for Keeps. Let me know if you've seen this movie, Playing for Keeps. Final one. Excellent John Huston movie, Prizzi's Honor with Kathleen Turner. And Dexter Fletcher here in The Rachel Papers. Nowadays, you're more likely to see him behind the camera, directing films such as Rocket Man. Here he is again with Ione Skye. And Jonathan Pryce, also in the same movie. Ione Skye. And James Spader as well in the middle. Final one from The Rachel Papers. Saw this at a premiere in 1989 at the Brighton Film Festival. The Coen brothers now and Raising Arizona. Nicolas Cage, Holly Hunter. Absolutely love this movie. Final still. And back to Hitchcock again now for James Stewart and Grace Kelly in Rear Window. Absolutely love this still. One of the best profile shots you'll ever see in a film. Grace Kelly just looking fantastic here. Really nice publicity shot here of James Stewart. And then the director himself, Alfred Hitchcock. Harrison Ford with his childlike memory in Regarding Henry, which also starred Annette Bening. And Harrison Ford there with Bill Nunn. Final one from Regarding Henry. Just a publicity shot here for RoboCop. Al Pacino's 80s comeback movie, Sea of Love. Which also starred Ellen Barkin. Pretty good fun thriller, this one. Final still from Sea of Love. Andy McDowell in Steven Soderbergh's Sex, Lies and Videotape, which also starred Laura San Giacomo. Great movie. Marilyn Monroe and Tom Newell in The 7-Year Itch. And John Malkovich and Deborah Winger in Bernardo Bertolucci's The Sheltering Sky. Back to the days of hand-drawn animation and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Beautiful set of stills, these. Final one. Poster publicity for Some Like It Hot. Marilyn Monroe, Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis. And Tom Berenger and Andreas Katsoulas in Ridley Scott's Someone to Watch Over Me. Steel Magnolias, which starred Shirley MacLaine, Sally Field, Julia Roberts, as well as Olympia Dukakis and Dolly Parton. Classic moment now from Charlton Heston in Ben-Hur, 1959. A still I missed showing from before. This is Emily Lloyd and Kiefer Sutherland in Chicago Joe and the Showgirl. Mel Gibson and Helena Bonham Carter in Hamlet, directed by Franco Zeffirelli. And Jane Fonda here in the classic Barbarella. The 1933 classic King Kong. And Michael Dudikoff in American Ninja 2. John Malkovich and Sherilyn Fenn in Of Mice and Men. And Dennis Quaid in 1987's The Big Easy, directed by Jim McBride. Really like this movie. Great New Orleans soundtrack. Arnie in Conan the Destroyer. Klaus Kinski and Isabella Gianni in Nosferatu from 1979. And finally, go away, he's been a very naughty boy. It is The Life of Brian. Okay, that's it, the end of the videos on my movie press stills and front of house stills collection. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this video can somehow reach more movie buffs, more collectors. Let me know if you have any stills yourself. Let me know if you're familiar with these movies. Any comments, I'm always pleased to read them. Yeah, please do join me again for some more videos. Typically I do DVD hauls and talk about other movies as well. Yeah, join me again. Hope to see you. All the best. Bye-bye.